What happens when a person hunting a killer becomes trapped by their own guilt? Today, I'm looking at Insomnia from 1997, the original Norwegian film, which was directed by Erik Skjoldbjærg, now out in 4K by Second Sight Films. Now, a lot of people will know the Christopher Nolan remake with Al Pacino and Robin Williams, but this is a completely different experience. It's colder, it's more unsettling, it's definitely more psychologically draining. And honestly, after watching it again on 4K, I just marvel at how well this film is put together, and it delivers. And the story follows Jonas, played by Stellan Skarsgård, who is excellent here, who's sent to northern Norway alongside his partner Erik to find out what happened to a girl who's been found murdered. But during a kind of stakeout in the fog, Jonas accidentally kills one of his partners there, and instead of admitting it, he begins to cover it up. And this is where the film becomes really fascinating, because it's not really about solving a murder, it's about the psychological collapse of the main character, who's under incredible pressure while trying to save his own skin. Jonas is stuck in a town that the sun never fully sets. It's constantly oppressive, it's constantly weighing him down. The guilt starts to eat away at him as well. He can't sleep, he becomes paranoid, exhausted, emotionally unstable, and Skarsgård is phenomenal here.
Här förstår du. Här hittar de henne. I en sopsäck.
What makes Skarsgård's performance so fantastically effective is the restraint. It isn't a loud, showy, breakdown type of performance. You watch Jonas slowly start to unravel scene by scene. His eyes become heavier, his reactions become delayed, he starts making worse decisions, and the film traps you inside his mental, exhaustive state. And the clever thing that the film does is it makes the killer of the young girl realise what's going on here. So the film kind of turns into this strange, codependent cat and mouse game with both of these men manipulating each other. One's a murderer, one's a cop who also happens to be a murderer who's destroying evidence to save his life. And there's a moral greyness that leads into this world that just makes it all kind of murky and really fascinating to watch.
Lockade till en öde plats, slog ihjäl henne. Gjorde rent efter det, tvättade henne. Tvättade till och med håret på henne.
Visually, the film is unique and fantastic. And when you look at most noir thrillers, they lean into shadows and darkness. The opposite is true here. The endless daylight becomes suffocating. Bright rooms feel hostile. The open space feels claustrophobic. The constant sun bleaches every kind of scene that it touches. And the direction is really confident, especially considering this is his debut feature as well. Like I said, it's deliberate. The pacing is slow, but it never loses that compelling nature driving through the story. If you like psychological crime drama that focuses on mood, guilt, character, deterioration, this is the film for you. And look, the Nolan remake is good. Pacino is great. Robin Williams is genuinely creepy. But this version feels raw, more uncomfortable. The original has colder emotional detachment that really suits the material. It has the kind of minimalisation of familiar actors at the time that feels less about the entertainment factor. I'm more interested in watching a man deteriorate. That's what stayed with me most after the credits roll, watching this character just slowly crumble in front of my very eyes.
Vad är det för du sköt den?
let's talk about the film and the package itself. The 4K is incredible. The film looks fantastic. The natural lighting, the pale colour palette is really effective thanks to the presentation. The grain looks organic and the detail is strong, and the transfer preserves that icy Scandinavian atmospheric beauty that is all the way through it. The audio is also excellent. In the quiet moments with the ambient sound design, it adds to the tension and the isolation that our character is feeling. Of course, as always, there is a host of extras on this disc, so let's dive in together and have a look at them. Here we are in the disc for Insomnia. Let's go to the extras. First up, we have an audio commentary with the director and the co-writer. Then we have Running on Instinct, an interview with the director, which runs for 29 minutes 19 seconds, and there's a whole talking head about how this came about, his first production, kind of what led to it, working on such a big film and the impact that it had. Next we've got Falling Into It, an interview with producer. This one is 9 minutes 52, and it's a kind of fun one. The guy's super relaxed, talking about how he kind of accidentally fell into the production business just because he was looking for work because he's starting a family. Just a kind of quick, easy, fun conversation. Next we have Private Prisons, Alexander Heller Nicholas on Insomnia. This is a visual essay. It runs for 12 minutes 16 seconds. Next we have Spore, a short film about a robber, which is really kind of fun. You can see the playing about with the linear aspect of the story here. Close to Home is another short film that runs for 30 minutes 35 seconds. It is the standout of the short films here. It's deeply uncomfortable watching this one. I wanted to turn it off. It's one about perspectives of people, where they see themselves, where they see people have perspectives of them. It's a kind of twisting, turning, unusual short, really effective. And then we have Near Winter, which is 34 minutes and 6 seconds, and is all about a kind of aging family member and the effect it kind of has. A little bit slower than the other ones, but interesting to see. Also included in this set is a 118-page book which has various essays from some really prominent names. I really like the double Insomnia, the comparison between the 97 film and the Nolan remake, and that's the extras for Insomnia. So there we have it. Insomnia is not a flashy thriller. It's slow, it can be uncomfortable, and it is emotionally draining, but that's exactly why it works. This is a brilliant psychological noir where guilt becomes more terrifying than the murder itself. Stellan Skarsgård, incredible. The package from Secretary Films, incredible. I would love to know if you're picking this up. Are you getting the limited edition? Are you getting the Blu-ray or the 4K? How do you think this holds up against the Nolan remake? Which do you prefer? I would love to know your thoughts. In fact, I really should revisit the Nolan film at some point as well. Drop me a comment in the comment box below and we can have a little discussion. As always, there is more content here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, or links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.